Hey guys, Ryan here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a game in the tier 6 tank, the VK something, I've forgotten its name again. So my previous video was in the tier 5 heavy tank, the VK, on the E50M line. This is the tier 6 medium tank, also leading to the E50M, so now we get to the mediums. It is called, just wait for me to bring up the thing, the VK3002M, there we go. I'm going to be between Spandex and T38, and we are top tier. This is the second game I played in this tank. The first one was stock, which got me the fully upgraded tank, and this is obviously me fully upgraded. I really like this tank. It's really fast, it's got a punchy gun for its tier, and it can ram people. Also, it can side scrape. It has 40mm of side armor, so you can side scrape all 120mm and lower. However, there is a catch to that side scraping, which I shall get to later, and that I didn't realise during this game, and I only learnt about its armor profile after the game. And as I said, the weird thing is, there is an overmatchable point to the armor that I did not know existed, but I shall show you that later in the game. So already you see this thing has a power weight ratio of over 20, which is tier 6 is great. It's got the angled frontal slope, it's quite heavy, that's what makes it really good at ramming, which is kind of why I'm doing this line, as you all know. I want the E50 tier 9 and 10 so I can ram people. I've raced a position, set a bit of a pre-fire spot, because I'm assuming I would have been the first one here, other than maybe the light tank. Should mention we're on Sunset Coast, everyone's favourite map, and there are 2 artillery I need to be wary of. So I don't really know where I'm going, but this position here, I'm near the base to defend it, and hopefully I'm already safe, is what I'm hoping. Now, what's going to happen is, this is just my position. Now, I'm going to hope the enemies come to me. Now, thankfully, a couple enemies are making the push. I derp shot in the KV-1. I'm going to pick up the kill on him, but not before taking a shot from the Panzer 4H. Now, you see me side scrape him. I bounce the first shot, and then he backs up. So, what's going to happen is, I'm waiting for him to poke out. I can see in the minimap I've got a teammate behind me, so hopefully no enemy should be coming that way. He's going to pop out, I fire at him, he fires at me. Now, I'm thinking he hit my front, so I'm going to properly side scrape. Now, look at this. Now I'm doing this, looking at him, he penned that. There's no way he should have been able to pen that, that should have been an auto ricochet. So what that told me was, he could have only overmatched me, that's the only way he could have penned me, and he does it again. So after this game, I went to the garage to look at this thing's armor model, and right now I'm going to switch over to what I was looking at in the garage. So, quick to the garage, this is after that game. I'm going to go look at the tank, and what you're going to see is, it does have 40mm of side armor, you see the blue bit, at the outside and behind the tracks. So where did they overmatch me? The answer is, if I go all the way down to the 16mm plate, look above the tracks, that bit of armor underneath the side bit, the flat part, that is where I got overmatched. And the thing is, the Panther tier 7 and the Panther 2 at tier 8 all have that exact same 16mm plate. So while they technically can side scrape, and while I don't think many people know about that being an overmatch point, apparently it seems pretty easy for people to accidentally hit it. Now at tier 9 and 10, the E50 and E50M have that same overmatch point, the flat part under the tracks, but it does get thicker. On the tier 9 and 10, it's 40mm thick, meaning all 120mm and lower shouldn't overmatch you, but that does mean 122s and higher still have that chance of, if they just happen to hit you right, instead of the actual side armor, they can still overmatch you. So, back to the game now, but that's what I learned. I thought these things could side scrape, and they technically can, and it kind of takes a bit of shit RNG for you to get panned, but you can get panned. And the thing to know for me is, I'm quite surprised that even the E50 and E50M can be overmatched like that. Now, as I said, they did make the armor thicker. It is 40mm on them, meaning 120mm and lower can't overmatch it, but for what should be a heavy medium, I don't think anything should be able to overmatch that underside of the E50M, or the E50. But either way, we'll get to that later, as I kill the church who just came strolling over to me. And now I'm going to point directly at this guy, because the frontal armor on this thing's okay against lower tier tanks because of the slope, and he's not firing pre-rounds at me. So the whole gist of this video is that you're going to see me try to side scrape in the Panther 2, the E50, the E50M. But now I have to be a lot more careful, especially with the tier 9 10, about who I side scrape. I'm probably still going to attempt to side scrape tier 10 TDs, but now I know I'm playing a very risky game now when I do that. And what it does mean is now I can, when fighting against these tanks, attempt to hit that overmatch point if they're side-scraping me, or like an E50 is doing it. As I said, I don't really believe there's too much use in it, because I do not believe it's going to be too easy to actually intentionally hit that part of the armor. But I've just been waffling on a little bit. I was just flabbergasted when I saw that. I had no idea that was a thing, but now you guys all know too. The E50M line has this weak point, we'll call it, just underneath the tracks by the side armor, which on the tier 6, 7 and 8 can be overmatched by everything, and on the tier 9 and 10 can be overmatched by 122s and higher, so might give you an advantage in a future game. You never know. So right now I'm up to 1600 damage, 300 assistance, 440 blocked, and I'm going to play a little bit careful because I'm on very low hit points. So as you'll see, I'm loading the premium round because there is a T150 capping the base. That tank is absolutely amazing at tier 6. I've no idea where I'm penning him. I must see a little bit of his side, because I thought if I was hitting this front at this angle it would just bounce. Front artillery helps me out. I'll just stand around again, and now even though I'm a one-shot for basically everything, it's going to be time to go join our team. Now the issue is, the Fury is on quite a few hit points, and actually I don't think the Fury can one-shot me. Well, he can if he high rolls, but I think his alpha damage is 130 or 135. So I'm going to risk it, and he's got a pretty nice gun, either way. Now, I do have a teammate nearby, and I do have potentially artillery support. Now, excuse me, going to use the bus to transport, and there's that rock in front of me. And as I move out, Fury gets spotted. Now I'm going to try and go hull down just to provide as small a target as possible. Now I miss. The Fury has got me auto-locked, I believe, because you see he tries to shoot through the rock there. Getting another shot in him. He was firing APCR as well, and as I said, that thing gets a very beefy gun. And now he's going to come around, I'm just going to kind of run in circles around this rock. I don't care if I don't get the kill, I'm not dying to him. So the M6 picks up the kill, and I've just got the T-78, which is a tank I forgot existed because we all earned it for free, I believe, I think. I'm pretty sure we did. Because I think I own that thing. You guys all let me know, did we all earn that for free? I have no idea. There might be one in my garage. Or I might be confusing that with the Hellcat 105. But, either way, it's basically a shitter Hellcat. It's not as fast, and the gun isn't as, good. But, you know, even getting a free tank, potentially, that's like a Hellcat, even slightly, if it is worse, is still pretty good. And I definitely should play it sometime if I do own it. German accuracy, lead the shot quite well. That guy's on a top gun, and he definitely can one-shot me, so... And having a TD gun, I don't really want to test my frontal armor against him. I get spotted. He tries to snapshot me. I bounce off his turret. Yes, I just did that, despite him being basically a Hellcat. To be fair, I think the turret's the only part of his tank I could have bounced off, but... I'm in no rush to be the guy to rush round there. Because with the way the M6's been playing this game, I don't trust him, if I die, to be able to win, with the fact T-78's got a top gun so far. So, I'm just going to let the M6 and the other guy move in first, just to try and secure the win here, because I do have XP boost active. As I said before, this is me grinding for the E50 line during the on-track, so I've got XP boost. I think I'm using ×3s. So I do want to win this. Waiting, the TD's been spotted by our full health T150, I believe that is. And now I'm racing in, hoping that he's going to be looking at the T150. But you will see another video in this tank, because this thing is absolutely amazing. Apart from the little overmatch point, dampened it a little bit in my eyes, but not too much, because as I said, it's kind of RNG if people pen you there. So overall, this tank is still really, really good. Definitely one of the best tier 6 tanks out there, I've decided. 12,000 profit, 2200 damage, 600 assistance, 3 kills, high caliber, ace tanker. I was top tier, so bear that in mind, but I did have a couple tier 8 games in this, and it's still a pretty beefy tank, because all these German tanks tend to get pretty nice guns, so you can't make them work against tier 8s if need be. I didn't really get the opportunity to, and I didn't really get the opportunity to show off the ramming capabilities of that game, but just know that it can ram. So a bit of a longer video with a bit of explanation about the side armour. Hope you don't mind that. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.